LGBTQ plus 1 minute news. Let's queer up the USA. Seattle considers civil emergency as LGBTQ plus Americans flee conservative states. Growing numbers of LGBT Americans, particularly transgender folk, are relocating from conservative states to Seattle, seeking safety and healthcare access. In a recent letter, Seattle's LGBT Commission warned city leaders that trans people are fleeing states including Texas, Florida, Tennessee, Kansas, Idaho, maybe Missouri, to restrictive laws, safety concerns, and limits on healthcare and legal recognition. The Commission described the trend as internal displacement and said existing emergency systems are not prepared to handle the rising demand. Advocates say Seattle nonprofits are already struggling to provide housing, transportation, legal aid, emergency financial support, and non-gender affirming care. According to Seattle's Day News, civil emergency declaration could unlock additional city funding and strengthen coordination with regional and state partners. Seattle has become a safe haven for a lot of folks. I'm going to do cyclists. Cyclists in Seattle are just an amazing experience. It's the hippie generation, no matter what. It's better than San Francisco, the diversity, wonderful people. And I have friends up in Seattle who just love it for its strength and diversity. And people are fleeing there, going there, because for safety. I can understand that.
And I love that there's a place where LGBTQ plus and gender nonconforming people can go and feel safe. I also feel that they need an infusion of money to be able to provide services, because it's not the rich gays and gender nonconforming people that are maybe fleeing to Seattle and utilizing the resources there. It's the people that are coming from red states that are perhaps financially impoverished to begin with, seeking these services. So I believe that, Seattle has a much more humane policy when it comes to helping people that are in need.
They have a civil rights commission.
Exactly.
Right, but how affordable, the question is how affordable is housing?
Affordable housing.
Right. I mean, that's an issue that's going to, I hope Seattle will be able to survive the strain of this influx and continue being a beacon of safety for those relocating.
Absolutely. I just hope it doesn't get to a point where they say, whoa, we've reached our limit with what we can financially absorb. But I agree with you, Reverend. I've been to Seattle many times, and I have to say, despite the rain, it's never gloomy there because the gays and the queers run that city, and it is fabulous.
One of my colleagues, as you hear, Reverend Brian Hutchinson is Emerald MCC in Seattle. And he's doing phenomenal work of keeping people safe. Transgender people are focused with MCC Church there, keeping people safe from angst.
Absolutely, because people need to be protected, and thank God that there are people out there in the world that are doing good work, and I just want to say thank you to your friend and thank you to you for shining a light on that. So it's a gloomy subject, but it doesn't have to be when you have people in Seattle that are willing to help.
Yes.
Well,
that's an LGBTQ 1 minute news story. There's no other queer nonprofit media platform like in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ plus stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.